Today we started prepping the metal panels for the north lean-to. We stacked 13 panels, which is a little more than we need, and I marked the top in the locations where we intend to screw them in. So we're screwing them in every segment here across, and then every 24 inches separated in that direction. Where the panels meet, we will screw on the ridge there, and I planned that every 4 foot up the panel, so that's three marks across the panel. Things were going pretty well. We used a tiny punch here and a dead blow in order to dimple the top sheet. And then I was drilling the holes, which worked pretty well until I drilled like 4 in a row and my drill bit melted off. Now, that might not in and of itself be a problem, except when it melted off, it went squiggly and went off sideways. So it drilled like a series of holes sideways. It felt squishy, but I didn't realize that it drilled sideways. And so I followed it up with a straight shot through in order to fix it. What happened is we have something that looks perfectly normal up top, but underneath we have 2 holes. So I've inadvertently put holes that can't be plugged into at least half of these 13 panels. Now that clearly sucks. Especially since this was going to be on the bottom of the panel into the gutter there. You know, I should have known when I felt the drill go squishy that something was up, and I should have fully investigated before I plunged that drill back into the hole, and I didn't. You know, I didn't, and now we have a double hole, and really sucks. You know, I could just epoxy or polyurethane that second hole. You know, it is on the north side, and it's more protected from UV than most of the building, but I don't know. So here's some good news. We've gone through, I think, 8 panels already, and we've cut the remaining 5 inches off of them. One quick comment on that. Ouch. We're using a circular saw with a steel blade on it. It throws shrapnel like you wouldn't believe. Obviously we're wearing eye protection and ear protection, but that's not really adequate. We really would benefit from face protection, just a big face shield, but none of the stores have such a thing. So we're left just getting blasted with metal, which really stinks. The other thing that we're doing after we do all of our drilling and cutting is we sweep off the shavings. If you leave the shavings on there and then try to walk on it, obviously you're gonna gouge it up. So we're removing the shavings as soon as possible. So here's the good news about the extra hole. I think we have, looks like 5 panels left to go through and cut. And we're finally to the point where we have a double hole. Although that double hole is small enough that it can certainly be covered up by the washer on the screw. So it's not as bad as I feared, basically. There are probably 3 panels that may need some epoxy on them to close that hole up. And so we'll apply that today. I bought some JB Weld, the original long cure stuff. Takes 4 hours to kind of set up, which is really long and might slow us down a little bit today, but it shouldn't be too bad.